Hey guys, this video is explaining to you all how we communicate on a daily basis. At this time, we are communicating via Zoom Monday through Friday right now at 10 a.m. I'm always going to say right now because things are subject to change, period. Like, depending on the women, depending on the work schedules, depending on what's best for the group, I'm always thinking about the group. Not one person, definitely not myself. I'm considering the entire group and what will work best. So at this time, I know that there is something that's needed in the morning. If you have any suggestions on times, please feel free to submit any type of idea to bestmet@gmail.com, and we will definitely look at it and try to put it into consideration for you. But at this time, here my notes. Gotta pay attention. We have daily Zooms Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. We call it our AM vitamin. I don't know why I always want to say AM Nutriverse, but it is our AM vitamin that we do, and we do it via Zoom. So if you are watching this video, you are a new life changer, and I am asking for you to download the app called Zoom, ZOOM. That's the mode, that's the platform that we're using, not only to communicate with each other, but it's also the platform that we're using to share our webinars, which is a money generating activity. And so you'll need Zoom. You'll need Zoom and all the pay me apps, okay? Zelle, PayPal, Cash App, all that. Just have all of those. So if you have a slow phone, if it ain't too slow, if you don't have that much memory, all that jazz, I want you to clear the data, get some extra storage. And if you aren't phone savvy, you know, a lot of people like, I don't like doing stuff with my phone. Get ready to learn how to do stuff with your phone, because you are a digital marketer now, and we're going to train you on how to use that. Just be open and be flexible to learning. That's it, because you are going to be able to be a rock star on your phone in no time, because thoughts are things, Linda. Okay, great. So we communicate via Zoom, 10 a.m. right now, Monday through Friday. On holidays, I respect those. We don't meet on holidays. So Monday will be the observance day for Memorial Day. We are not going to meet via Zoom. Um, but we will meet starting on Tuesday. So Monday through Friday, not counting the holidays. We do it to connect. We need to have some way where we connect. Right now, we are building mostly in the Midwest. But as time goes on, you know, I'm hoping that you all will be able to bring life changers in from all over the world. Remember, we've got about 120, 150 spots where Total Life Changes is available. So just wanted to remind you why you need to be invested in learning more about using your smartphone, because you are a digital marketer and you can market to many markets, not just here in the US, okay? So we need to be able to connect. The next thing is we need to be able to celebrate. Most people do not understand what we do as digital marketers. Most people do not understand what it takes to be a network marketing professional. We do. So we want to make sure that we're celebrating those wins. Did you write your list, and you write your to-do list, and you slayed it? Did you write your list of people that you needed to invite and you did it? Did you lose 5 pounds? Did you finally fit into that dress? Did you tell someone no today? What win do you have? That's what we do that and celebrate you, okay? You do deserve to be celebrated. And that's where we do it. Another thing that we do on this AM call is communicate. There, I'll give the announcements. I'll talk about corporate news. I'll talk about group goals that we're doing as a group. I do want to make sure that I put this out there. You do need to set your own goals, because you're in business for yourself. But sometimes we have group goals. Like I know we're working on our Super Saturday at the end of August 2019. as well as our New Year's Eve party. Those are group goals. Let's say we want to host, we've got our arms, abs, and ass challenge that we've got going on. That's something that everyone needs to be working on together to make sure that we get the people in the group that we need, okay? So that's what we give those announcements. And then cash generating activity. We connect, we celebrate, we communicate, and we create cash generating activities in there. So let's say person, Coach X is just slaying in the retail game. Well, if we notice that in the back office that Coach Keisha, let's just say for example, sorry if there's a Coach Keisha in the future and that's your name, I'm just using it as an example. Let's say Coach Keisha decides that she's just going to tear up the joint and she's going to just ball out in retail. Well, on that call, if you've got a tactic or a strategy, we want you to be able to share your wisdom so that the rest of Team 2020 can pick that up, okay? If you're doing something that's creating cash flow, if you're doing something in your life that's creating consistency, if you're creating something in your life that's creating a breakthrough, that's the information that we want to share, okay? Those are celebrations, and that is reason to share it with other people, because when you grow, we grow, okay? Quick reminders on Tuesdays at no, let me go backwards. Let me go back. We got the daily Zoom at 10 a.m., but we have webinars 2 times a day. You can go to mytlcwebinar.com, mytlcwebinar.com at 3 p.m. Central Time and 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Time. Those are the times for the webinars. Please feel free to, I'll add you into the messenger group. And if I don't, by any chance, just shoot me a message on Messenger. You do need to download Messenger as well. You need to download Zoom and you need to download Messenger. Those are the ways that we communicate. There is a Zoom Messenger group, okay, that is not ran by me. That's ran by Philip Birchfield, Ambassador Philip Birchfield. That's where we stay in the loop about Team Shaw things. And remember, if you're an ambassador, you got to call a whole different line to get your orders placed. So we're ordering on line 3, okay? Philip Birchfield gets to talk directly with the heads at TLC. So if there's any new news, if there's any new policy, if there's anything that we need to know, you will know it through that messenger link. I'm gonna see it, I'm gonna copy and paste it and put it in our messenger group. So don't ask if it's another way at this time. There isn't. You have to download Zoom in order to be in the loop, okay? The webinars are at 3 and 8 p.m. Central Time. So just set a timer. We try to come in and do a reminder. Heck, tonight I'm sitting on there just trying to watch it. I had people that I invited to it. I'm just trying to watch it. And somebody messaged me like, aren't you hosting tonight? And I'm like, oh, shoot, I forgot. But guess what? Even though I was on my way coming here to Fort Wayne, I was in the car and I was able to do the Zoom with no problem. Why? Because since January 1st, I've been watching that presentation 2 times a day, every single day. And I took the challenge and took the initiative to volunteer and host one. And I've hosted, I have to figure out how many I've hosted. I'm not saying this to like toot my own horn. I'm just saying it scared the hell out of me to do it. And I like doing live streams. But I was very intimidated to talk about the money side about it before I had started making money. I was nervous because I didn't want to like say anything that wasn't true for me. But the more and more you present, the more and more you learn, the more and more you grow, the more and more you really do begin to make more money. So volunteer to host. Don't be shy. If you want to just do the products, I will help you and do the other part until you get familiar with it. But there are so many ways that you can be involved in the webinars. Don't just jump on for your people. Think about giving back, think about hosting, think about all those great things that you can do to add value to you and your brand, okay? So that's 3 and 8 p.m. Tuesdays at 9 Central Time, we have trainings. That's where we'll go over things like how to use the back office. We'll go over maybe a new product. Let's say Coach Keisha again is just slaying on the retail. Maybe we'll have her do a special presentation at that time. Tuesday nights at 9 Central Time, those are trainings. And then Thursday nights at 7, we have a virtual tea party via Zoom. I am trying to get it to be a standard link like the My TLC webinar, where every time you click on it, that's what comes up. I got to work on that. I have to figure out how to do that and or who can do it for me. But it will be done within the next, I'll say within the next business week. It'll be done. But you want to invite people to that virtual tea party. I don't just want to see life changes on there. We've already started our life change, okay? We want to invite people who do not know about us, people who do need the products, people who do need access to this compensation plan to come on. So we're creating lists and we're inviting people to those calls at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Time, okay? That's the goal, to invite people to those 2 webinars, because you don't have to explain anything unless you're hosting. And even if you're hosting, you're just going through the presentation, which as you begin to watch them, you'll begin to figure out the 1, 2, and 3 of it, and it'll just make sense. The more webinars you watch, the more you'll understand this business. The more webinars you'll watch, the more you'll understand how to explain it. The more webinars you participate in, the more you'll be able to be active in your own business. And the more people you invite to the webinars will be the follow-ups that you'll be able to create. If you don't invite people to the webinars, it's going to be hard for you to explain and pitch and follow up. Invite them to the webinar, let somebody else talk to them about it, and then we're going to say at the end of the video, at the end of the webinar, the person who invited you, get back to them. Now, you could wait for them or you can get back to them or whatever. But at the end of the day, I think it's easier for me to just follow up with someone versus going through all of that each and every single time. All you have to do is invite them to my TLC webinar at 3 and 8 p.m. Okay, Tuesday nights at 9. Set that in your timer. We have trainings. That's just our group 2020. And then on Thursdays at 7, we have our virtual tea party. And I'm open to any suggestions, any ideas to make that on point and popping and engaging. I want these Zooms, I want these tea parties to be engaging. I don't want them to be all stuffy and boring and stuff. I want giveaways and raffles and all of that, just like Total Life Changes does, because it creates a culture of excitement. It creates a culture of engagement. I love it. Okay, so those are all the notes that I have on here. Not bad. I didn't do too bad, but I just wanted to go over those things. Catch us for the daily the AM vitamin call at 10 a.m. via Zoom, and all the other dates: Tuesday training, Thursday tea party, and then the webinar at both 3 and 8 p.m. Central Time. It's a lot of information. You don't have to be overwhelmed. All you have to do is get organized and put it in your planners. Put it in your smartphone. Simply press the thing and say, set a reminder for 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. The alert goes off. Set it, the notification 5 minutes early. Get on the call 5 minutes early. Pop in some earbuds. I'm on those webinars at work. I'm on those webinars in the restroom. I'm on those webinars in the grocery store. They're playing in my car. Usually at 3, I'm on my way back home from work, so I'm playing it in the car. Today I was hosting a webinar driving on my way to Fort Wayne. It really doesn't take that much, guys. Just be committed. Just be committed and get connected. And this is how. This is how. Talk to y'all.